SUVs are very popular these days, and Acura claims the MDX is the best-selling premium three-row sport utility in history. To help keep it that way, the 2017 model gets a freshening. There are the usual new wheels and a different rear fascia, but most visual is the nose job. This is the new and less polarizing face of Acura. The bionic beak is being phased out. Also, in mid-2017, there will be a new powertrain option, the Sport Hybrid. Not only will it be more efficient than this one, expected to get 7 miles per gallon better in city driving, it'll have 35 more horsepower. The classic win-win. The V6 engine remains in this gas-only model. At 3.5 liters, there's 290 horsepower and 267 pound-feet of torque. It's paired up with a 9-speed transmission with a controller that takes some time getting used to. Drive modes adjust throttle response, steering weight, and gearbox mapping. The Sport Hybrid will add an adjustable suspension. Choose between front and super handling all-wheel drive. Got to love that name. Power is not a problem. With those 9 speeds, the transmission shifts often, but I find the operation smooth, and it's happy to kick down quickly under hard acceleration. For a 3-row sport ute, MDX is very nimble in urban driving, particularly because it's not a huge vehicle. I really enjoy the driving dynamics of the MDX. It's about as good as you're going to get without moving up to the high-performance machines like BMW X5M and Porsche Cayenne GTS. During cornering, super handling all-wheel drive works by overspinning the outer rear tire so the car turns more naturally. It gives MDX a confident feel, especially when pushed hard. You can see which wheel is getting power. Best to keep eyes on the road, though. The ride quality is well balanced between comfort and sport. Not sure it needs an adjustable suspension. It's fairly quiet, too. MDX now has a fuel-saving automatic engine start-stop system. Take your foot off the brake or turn the steering wheel and it fires up automatically. It's pretty good. And if you don't like it, it can be turned off. I'm seeing 19 miles per gallon in mixed driving, pushing it harder than most might, and it's been cold, hovering near 30 degrees. Lane keep assist, radar-assisted cruise control, and auto braking with pedestrian detection are now standard on all MDXs for those who are into safety. And really, who doesn't want to stay alive? When cruising, the V6 can shut down half of its cylinder banks for improved fuel economy. My new favorite, creature comfort, the heated steering wheel. If you live in the snow belt, you really must have one of these. Not much has changed inside, and that's where MDX loses ground to competitors Audi Q7, BMW X5, and Infiniti QX60. Missing details like a cut-and-sewn dashboard and light piping are becoming expected in premium vehicles. The sunroof is pretty small. The dual-screen interface is not nearly as elegant as the large touchscreen unit found in a Volvo XC90. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay are not available. Siri Eyes Free is. Supportive, heated, and vented seats are your friends on long road trips, and the rich wood is clearly from real trees. You might buy the MDX just for the ELS sound system. It's that good. The top Advance model seats 6. Pampered guests in row 2 get extra legroom if they want. Sunshades? Yup. Toasty seats and a climate control zone, too. There is no shortage of storage spots all throughout the MDX. Is it possible to have too many USB jacks and power ports? Access to the way back is just a push button away. Children can scamper back easily. Will adults fit back here? Sure. Will they be happy? Only if they're saving a lot of money on an Uber. Seats are low. Headroom limited. Keep it to kids back here. They will have cup holders, an easy way to get out, and even more USB ports. There is no kick-to-open tailgate or that feature where you simply stand next to it for 3 or 4 seconds and it opens automatically. Like all triple-row SUVs, there's minimal cargo room in maximum passenger configuration. There's some storage under the load floor. Obviously, I'm not a vegetarian. The back row does not have powered operation, but it's easy to drop and raise. Once flattened, MDX will swallow up an average amount of kit, 12 packs. The armchair product planner in me wonders how much it actually costs to bling out an interior. Considering MDX is a good value, what's adding a stitched leather dash and LED accent lighting going to cost at the manufacturing level? A couple $100? Even if it were $1,000 and that was passed on to the consumer, MDX would still be a good deal, and the impressive appointments would help to sell the vehicle on emotion. A giant glass roof is something else, that's structural, but then again, they are available on Hyundais and Kias, and rumor has it Lexus is working hard on a 3-row RX. Just saying. A front-drive MDX begins at $45,000. The only major option missing from my advanced model tester is the backseat entertainment package. This vehicle stickers for just over $56,000 large. That's good value. A rear-drive BMW X5 starts at that price, which could be one of the reasons why the handsome MDX is so popular. It may not have a sumptuous cabin, but it does everything else exceptionally well. As I said, the ELS sound system is quite good. Funny that the onboard music server was loaded with show tunes. Normally, it's cutting-edge modern music to show off the power and spatial qualities. FYI, I have both a CD and a jump drive with specific music I use to evaluate these things. No show tunes on them, come to think of it. Oh, and you know how easy it is to lose sunglasses and gloves? Check this out. My girlfriend, Kathy, bought me these driving gloves over 35 years ago. A miracle that I still have them. They're Pierre Cardin and still in super shape. If for some strange reason you're watching, hope all is well, Kath. All right, that is how I feel about the refreshed 2017 Acura MDX. And before I go, one more personal story. I have a good memory of the MDX because back in 2013, when I was doing these reviews for the local NBC affiliate here in Seattle and this fabulous YouTube channel, I was at the press launch for the MDX, driving around with my friend John Vincent, who writes for US News and World Reports, and I got a phone call, and since I was the passenger, I took it. Safety first. And it was a woman by the name of Ann Deary who said, "Hey, I really like your reviews and I'd like to use them for our publication." Sure. What's your publication? The New York Times. And apparently John could hear because he just turned to me and like, "Whoa, what? Eyes on the road, John." Obviously, things worked out. I'm very, very proud to be part of the New York Times. They are invaluable, especially these days. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it because, well, it's real. That's Driven. I'm Tom Voelk.